Welcome students. Next, let us see gravitational field. Prologue. A particle or a body placed at a point modifies a space around it which is called a gravitational field. When another particle is brought in this field, it experiences gravitational force of attraction. Next one is gravitational field intensity or strength, which symbol is capital A. You can see the diagram. The force experienced by a unit mass placed at the point E. E is a vector quantity. Unit is Newton kilogram power minus 1. Mass M develops a field E at P and this field exerts a force F equal to ma. Gravitational force of attraction between small m and capital M is F equal to gmm by r square. E at P is E equal to F by m. Hence E equal to gm by r square. So E is the measure of gravitational field. Video is given here. Please watch it. Gravitational potential difference. You can observe the diagram. The amount of work done in moving unit mass from one point to another point against the gravitational force of attraction, which is A, B, 2 points. Work done in moving unit mass from A to B is dV equal to W A to B, dV equal to minus E dr. Next, gravitational potential. It is nothing but amount of work done in moving unit mass from the point to infinity against the gravitational field. It is a scalar quantity. Its unit is Newton meter per kilogram. Next topic is expression for gravitational potential at a point. You can see the diagram which indicates everything. Consider M at C. R is the distance between C and P. Dx is distance between A and B. X is the distance between C and A. To calculate gravitational potential at P, consider 2 points A and B. Gravitational field at A is E equal to gm by x square. Work done dx is dw equal to dv equal to minus E dx. dv equal to gm by x square into dx. If we integrate this term, integral dv equal to minus integral r to infinity gm by x square dx. Finally, we get the equation v equal to minus gm by r square. Then gravitational potential energy. Here also one diagram is there. You can observe carefully. Small m body of mass, capital M body of earth. Gravitational force of attraction F equal to gmm by x square. Work done dw equal to minus F into dx. Hence dw equal to minus gmm by x square into dx. The amount of work done in moving the mass m from a distance r to infinity. Total work done. Integral dw equal to minus integral r to infinity gmm by x square into dx. W equal to minus gmm integral r to infinity 1 by x square dx. Then gravitational potential energy epsilon. It is not U, it is epsilon. Epsilon equal to gmm by r square. Epsilon is 0 at infinity and decreases as the distance decreases. Video is given here. Please watch it.
In these chapters we studied potential energy. So potential energy is the type of energy which is by virtue of position of the object, right? Now when I talk of gravitational potential energy, that means the energy which is by virtue of position. At the same time, This energy is due to the force of gravitation, right? So gravitational potential energy can be defined as potential energy of a body arising out of the force of gravity. That means when the gravitational force is acting on a body and that force is resulting in a kind of potential energy, then that potential energy is known as gravitational potential energy. Now, if the position changes on account of force, then change in potential energy is the amount of work done on the body by the force. That means, let us suppose we have any object, say M. Now, if the position of M changes only because of a particular force, let us suppose if M is changing its position due to the gravitational force, then we say that the change in potential energy because of the change in position of the object is equal to the amount of work done by the gravitational force. Or we can understand it like this. Let us suppose this is our Earth. Let us suppose we have some object M which was initially at this position. That means which was initially on the surface of the Earth. Later it was taken to some point, say P. Or you can take it like this. Let us suppose some object was initially at point P. Later it came to the surface of the Earth, that is to point Q. And this change in position took place only because of the force of gravity. That means due to the gravitational force, this object changed its position from P to Q. In that case, we would say that the change in potential energy, because at point P it would have some potential energy, at point Q it will have some potential energy. So this change in potential energy while coming from P to Q will be equal to the work done by the gravitational force. So we can say W12, where we say that let us suppose this is position 1 and this is position 2. In that case, the work done in taking the object from position 1 to position 2 is equal to the change in potential energy. That is the potential energy at point 2 minus the potential energy at point 1. So what did we learn? Gravitational potential energy is potential energy which is caused due to the force of gravity. Now we'll go ahead and look at how to derive expressions for gravitational potential energy. So first we'll take the scenario where small g, that is the acceleration due to gravity, is constant. We will take a scenario where g is supposed to be constant. Let us suppose this is the Earth. And we have some object at point P. Or let us call this point as, say, A. Now, what would be the work done in this case? The work done in this case would be equal to force into displacement. We already know work done is nothing but force into displacement. So in this case, what would be the force? Force is nothing but the gravitational force which is exerted towards the surface of the Earth, that is mg. So F will be nothing but mg. And what would be the displacement? Displacement would be this height. Let us suppose if initially it was at point A, later it came to some point B. Let us suppose this way. And let us say the height of A from the surface of the Earth was h2. And the height of point B from the surface of the Earth is h1. So in bringing the object is brought from point A to point B. Let us suppose the body of mass m is brought to B from A. That means this object changed its position from A to B. So in this case, the displacement would be this distance. So what is this distance? h2 minus h1. Now we can write this as mgh2 minus mgh1. Now what is mgh2? By definition of potential energy, this is the potential energy at this particular point, at point A. So this would be V2, and mgh1, that is the potential energy at point B, that is V1. Therefore, work done in moving an object from A to B, rather, this should be A to B, is the potential energy at A minus potential energy at B. So the work done is equal to the difference in potential energies when we consider that G is constant, that G is not varying in this case, right? Now let us take the second scenario where we consider that value of G is not constant, because in the previous slides we saw that the value of G changes as the distance from the surface of the earth changes. So in this case, we consider that scenario. That is a little complex scenario. So in this case, what would be the work done in bringing an object from one position to another? Let us say, what would be the work done in this case? Here again we have this earth. Let us suppose so again in this case, let us suppose this is position 1. This is position 2. Now let us say we determine the position vector of 2 with R2. Similarly, we determine the position vector of 1 by R1. Now here we consider that G is varying with height. That means G is a function of R. So in this case, W will be equal to integration of f dr from R1 to R2. So what would be F? F would be nothing but G m1 m2 by r square. M1 would be mass of the earth, m2 would be mass of the object, divided by r square into dr, where dr will be changing from R1 to R2. So this would be equal to minus G me into m 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. Now this can be written as minus Gme into m divided by R2 minus Gme into m divided by R1. So we can say this is nothing but potential energy at R2. Similarly, this is nothing but potential energy at R1. So here also we can see that the work done in bringing the object from one position to another is equal to the difference in potential energy between the two positions. So in both the cases we arrived at the same result, just that we went with two different approaches. In the first scenario, we considered that the value of acceleration due to gravity is constant. In the second scenario, we considered that the value of acceleration due to gravity is not constant. Now we will look at the conclusion about gravitational potential energy. So what did we study about gravitational potential energy? In general, the gravitational potential energy at any distance r is given by gravitational potential energy for any distance r would be given by, this is denoted as V. We already know potential energy is anyways denoted by capital V. So V of r at a distance r would be V of r is equal to minus G me into m divided by r plus V naught. What is this V naught? V naught is the zero of gravitational potential energy. I mean the baseline of gravitational potential energy, where we consider that at this point the gravitational potential energy is equal to 0. Now this can be anything. Most of the time we consider that the potential energy, the gravitational potential energy on the surface of the earth is 0. So the zero of gravitational potential energy is completely upon our assumption. There is no fixed point or no fixed value where the zero of gravitational potential energy should be 0. So in general we can say that gravitational potential energy is denoted by minus Gme into m divided by r plus V naught, where V naught denotes the zero of gravitational potential energy. We also found that gravitational potential energy is proportional to the mass of the particle. It is very clear from the above definition that V of R is proportional to the mass of the particle. Right? So these are the two important conclusions about gravitational potential energy. So now we will go ahead and define a new term or introduce a new term to you, that is gravitational potential. Till now we talked about gravitational potential energy. Here we will talk about gravitational potential. Gravitational potential, due to the gravitational force of the earth, is the potential energy of a particle of unit mass at that point. That means the gravitational potential energy of unit mass. That means if a particle is of unit mass, then its gravitational potential energy is known as gravitational potential. So we can say that gravitational potential is equal to minus g m divided by r, because the small m will be equal to 1. So this will be minus g m divided by r. So this would be the expression for gravitational potential. So I hope it is clear. Please don't get confused with the similar terminologies like gravitational potential energy and gravitational potential. They both are two different quantities altogether.
In addition, there are two problems for your concept clarity. So observe carefully. Then you can go through the points to remember for your knowledge checking. Then in the evaluation part there are some questions given. Answer them. Thank you.